Okay, guys, a roller tamper. It's just a garage. It had to be poured in 2 pours. Apron's way off, and this job required that something got done, and so they got half a garage for something that got done, and now this still has to be done. This half here. Yeah, that's the way some people are. All right, so I'm helping out a contractor here, and so this is not my job, but it is. These are my tools you're looking at, and that's because the money's good. All right, so this is a roller tamper. Kind of cool, right? It will, after you put down the screed, after you screed placing the concrete. All right, so there's your level apron area. It's on this side of the garage door because ultimately they're going to take out to right about there. It's another 6 foot out. Okay. But, hey, this is the way it is. So let's just go ahead and have a little fun and talk about it. This is only like 3 yards. It's nothing at all. Nothing at all to cry about. That's what's going on here. Let me see if I can change the lighting for you. It's real low here. You can see the water little pooling ponding area. The builder, what I've figured out, the builder of this put in poured walls. The poured walls. So 1, 2, 3, and I'll change the lighting in a minute because I'm inside and outside what I want you to see. 4, this wall right here. It's a poured wall system, all the way over, tied in. Now, at one point, he did not, when he backfilled, he didn't tamp the soil, bringing it up. For whatever reason, he didn't tamp the soil. It wasn't compacted. When they put this pad in, it cracked and failed, and finally it's come to my attention. So I told him what went on, that when we take this pad up, you'll see that when he took the pad up, and next thing you know, he's recruiting me to help him. With the right amount of money, it was definitely worth it, or it's definitely worth it. That this was down approximately 20 inches. It's a huge void over there, all the way down to there, tapering. There's a couple of other low spots, and we're only talking about 3 inches, but over here was a significant amount. 18 inches, 20 inches. There's a small crack right there in the foundation. So how's all this water getting in here? It's roof water. There's not subterranean water. It's dry in there now. It was dry then when you watched. Also have a sump pump going on here that kicks out. Pooling here, obviously. And the sump pump's there. There was a tree there, so it was pooling to some degree. But making it through this crack as you dig down, this crack would definitely line with this structure here. Becoming a swimming pool, basically expanding and contracting as it gets wet. It contracts as it dries, and it separates from the supporting the concrete above. This guy here, well, I got nothing to do with that. All right, so the roof water all comes down to this gutter, down the downspout rather. I didn't know if that's a ball or a hard ball or not, but all right, so I ran water here, turned it on, and I ran it for about an hour when I was here one day. And it just never made it across the sidewalk. Not even down this crack could I find moisture over there. It made it to about this far onto the sidewalk. And then the water went over here into, when I observed they broke the concrete up a little bit on this walkway. And it just like, whew, it dove down into the ground. And it's just gone. Never make it to the other side. So perhaps this area here had a tunnel that went to that crack there. I call it a tunnel, right? A tunnel, water tunnel, whatever. A path. Now, there's some small cracks over here. You got a crack there. Nothing to cry about. It's in plane. It's not forward, it's not backwards. They're just hairline cracks, if you will. They're nothing to cry about. But this guy, here's something to cry about. This thing is just crowned. Huge. So this is up to what they decided to stop the concrete there. They're going to take this down on this side. And yes, the transition from that height of that concrete across this sill is only about 2.5 inches. Yep, that's their call. And down here it's 3.5 inches. And on the left, it's about 3.5 inches. So you can see that the sill of this thing is actually crowned. That's level. So the sill of the foundation, the pour was crowned. You can grind it down when they finally pull off this side and get the right clearance. You can cut out, do what you want to if you feel that critical about it. Looking at the wall system, you see that there's no cracks in it. So I can't really say that this fell down and separated. I don't find any cracks in the sill. I don't find any cracks that show that change, that directional change. Nor do I find it over here, and this is all existing mortar. And I want to keep this video short, but I'll give you one more little one. Look at this crack here. Crack, right? Opening. These cracks and opening on this porch. What's going on there? Don't worry about that. What's going on there? Why is it doing that? This appears to have fallen down, separating, right? Or did the back end fall down and tilt it backwards? That's what I think you're looking at there. Then that's just a break from the actual top down, not from the bottom up. How can I say that? Well, if you look at the wall, it had a different elevation over here, and now it's down. So it dropped a little bit there. It had a nice little expansion in there. It was up higher, and it's dropped. It's lowered itself. More indicated over here, where you can see it. See, at one point, it was the underside of that, and it dropped down, and that translates to that crack you saw in the front. All right. There's many more cracks and things going on with the structure, and that's what it looks like on the front. So it's actually a top-down separation, if you will, not bottom-up crack. How's that for something new for you guys? Just want to give you a little fun about cracks. I guess I'll give you this one. So what's this crack doing? Well, it's out of plane. It's forward and backwards. So how would it go out of plane? Either loads on it, the soil, or the foundations, the footer might have a crack in it right there, a break in it, and it did a little rotation. It'd take a little more, but nothing to cry about, except for there is something to cry about on this one. If you follow that crack, it transitions to the veneer all the way up. So that crack is a real structural crack. That one I don't give a pass to. It should be addressed. It's moving the structure, see? Forward and backwards. And then we got one more over here that we will give a pass to. I'll give you this one. We'll give a pass to this one. As you see, this crack is forward and backwards. Forward and backwards, if you will. Forward and back. You know, I'm trying to give you a description as you can follow on the video. But you don't see the cracks continuing up. So that one's it's been many years, and it's pretty stable. All right, so you see some creep going on here, movement over all the years. I'm going to stop it there. I could go on this building a little bit further, but I'm just going to give you an 8-minute video here.